So guys, before we get started, don't forget we do have that amazing discount code thanks to Tier 0 Games going on right now. And all you have to do is put in ZW Games 5 to get 5% discount on your total order at tier0games.com. The links will be in the description below.
What's up YouTube, this is Joe from Zephyr War Games and I'm bringing to you guys a deck update to Predaplant. Now this is pure Predaplant Fusion Spam Turbo-ish deck. This is also this is recorded before we get dual power obviously, and which then this deck gets a huge boost with the addition of a Romage Jasmine, which I think from my memory is confirmed to be in dual power. So this is that will give this deck a huge boost with just a nice generic link that literally Scorpio can turbo into, which then gives you more plants. So very consistently helps the deck. But this is before that. So with all that said and done, let's get into it. So we have 3 Scorpio, still like the best card in the deck. Just literally gets you to anything that you need just by summoning any Predaplant from your deck, which we obviously play tons of because we're playing pure. I do play 2 Cobras just because Cobra has more options in the deck, just for the fact it's a Predaplant name that you can summon. And if you open with the 1 in your hand, you now have 1 left in your deck, and you don't mind opening the one that was not so much of a brick in the deck. Next we have like the second best card in the deck, which is Chimera Sundew. Just literally fusion on legs. Basically that's all it is. You can easily summon it from the deck with Scorpio if you need to. If you run out of your Cobras, gives Scorpio additional targets that way. And just as simply as I said, it's a 1 card fusion summon. Summon it, you can fusion from anywhere essentially, as long as your opponent has Predator counters on their cards, which thanks to something in the extra deck and 1 card in the main deck, you can easily stack those counters on. Next we have 3 Celestial Ants. It's literally like the battle fader of the deck and just helps remove problematic monsters on your opponent's field. Plus being an easy level 1, if you play it in the extra deck, you can play things like Link Kuriboh, which then this card can just help you go into. Then I'm playing 2 one-ofs in the deck, which is Predaplant backing Scourger and Predaplant Trustfurian Hydra. Just simple kaiju-ish monsters in the deck. As long as your opponent has Predator counters, you contribute those monsters to summon these from the graveyard. This reduces opponent's monsters by banishing plants, and this is just essentially a level 6 tuner, which with the Celestial Ant can help you go into some nice level 7 synchros. And then we're playing 3 Lone Fire Blossoms, simple rotor for all your plants in the deck, and then we're playing some edge imps in the forms of 2 chains and 1 sabers. This comes important and is self-explanatory when we get to the spells in the deck, but these help boost the consistency of your fusion plays and even some Predaplant search plays when, due to sabers, which I'll get to in a moment. So moving on to spells, 3 Fight for a Patchwork, rotor for your spells, for your polymerization, as well as your edge imps, which is very handy for this deck because seeing this deck just literally uses dark monsters for fusion materials. Just searching a dark monster along with a polymerization is very handy in the deck and is a very nice addition to Predaplants. I am playing 2 Predaplast. I had to make room for something else in the deck, so I had to drop Predaplast to 2, but this helps stack Predator counters on your opponent's monsters, so that way you can go to more fusion plays via your Chimera Sundew while removing threats on the board, and just Hydring via your high level Predaplants. So I had to take 1 card out for Frozen Rose. Now with Frozen Rose, you can search a plant from your deck to your hand by attributing a non-plant, so you can release a edge imp, most likely going to be Sabers, because Sabers can recur himself back to the field, and then you just Frozen Rose it away, get yourself a Predaplant that you need, and just help go off with your plays. It's also a nice little form of consistency draw power as well by tributing a plant, so it's not bad. Then we've gone to fusion cards. So we're playing the 1 fusion recycling plant just to help recur the monsters that you've used for fusion summons. 2 polys and a fusion substitute. If you've watched my previous predaplant and even my Fluffle decks profiles, you know that this is a ratio I like to use. 1 ultra polymerization. You can also put in super poly in the deck. I haven't got any spare copies at the moment, but you can probably take out ultra poly for super poly. 2 copies of Predapuning along with 1 Predaphonics just to help recur your Predaplants from the graveyard. Especially Predapuning, I do really like that card. Helps you get your fusion monsters back. 2 copies of Allure of Darkness. We don't need to play 3 copies because we're playing the Frozen Rose. And then we're playing 1 Monster Reborn to help get back our fusion monsters. And then moving on to traps, I only play 4 of them. 2 copies of Predaplanet. This card became really good once Predablast came out because it helps combo with your Predacounter plays. So if a monster with Predacounter leaves the field while this card is face up on the field, add 1 Predac card from your deck to hand. You can only use this effect of Predaplanet once per turn. You can banish this card from the graveyard, fusion summon fusion monster from your ship by using monsters from your hand or field as fusion materials. Only Predaplant monsters can be used as fusion materials with a fusion summon using this effect. So it's an additional fusion card, but also consistency card as well. I am playing 1 Necro Fusion just to help get monsters on your field even during your opponent's turn to help do those plays. And 1 Solemn Warning to round out the main deck. Moving on to extra deck, we're playing 3 copies of Chimera Flesia. This is the one you're going to be going into the most. It's the most consistent, easiest one to go into. And it also just helps get rid of all monsters on your opponent's field anyway. It's a pretty strong card and helps with consistency. One of the new boss monsters is Predaplant Dracaspinia. Just takes a fusion monster and a dark monster, so it's very easy to summon, and just can help do some effect negations by stacking Predacounters on your opponent's field, and more monsters with Predacounters can't activate their effects. So Dracaspinia Hydra is very, very nice. But your main boss monster is Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. I'm playing 3 copies of that. You can easily take one of these out once the plant link comes out. Simple take out and swap out, put that in. And 1 Greedy Venom for your biggest boss monster. I am playing 1 Black Rose Dragon and 1 Clearing Stinko Dragon. Clearing is just in here mostly for the fun aspect. But it also does help with protection for your high level monsters via targeting effects. And Black Rose not only can help nuke boards, but since you're playing a plant based deck, you can use this other effect to reduce attack points. And then we're playing some links in forms of Rewitch, Underclock Taker, Lamphonics, and Deco Talker. Just some nice generic easy links to go into. So nothing too difficult there to help you with your link plays. That, guys, is the deck. I hope you all enjoyed it. Leave your comments down below what you think of this deck. It is a fun deck, but it does have some nice plays just via Predaplants just on their own. And the fusions that you summon are just inherently powerful, so you can get some nice wins out of that, mostly for your locals. So, as I said, like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, guys, as always, happy dueling.
What's up, YouTube? Dad here with All Games. Thanks for watching that video. If you liked it, please hit that big thumbs up button in the bottom corner as well. And don't forget to hit the big red subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything. Make sure you click that notification bell as well so you know every time one of our new videos goes up. Throughout the whole year of 2019, we're going to have more deck profiles, duels, and of course pack openings for you guys to watch and enjoy the entire year round. So stay tuned for more, and as always, guys, happy dueling.